Trev, you had a point.
Yeah, I was just as I was listening, it was making me think about our understanding of each other and the competition sometimes, because I feel like I was thinking about our experiences. You know, like we're not actually taught about relationships really, and I think when elder people have conversations with younger people about relationships, it's generally from the standpoint of get yours. Like don't let people take advantage of you. So I remember talking to my granddad one time, and he was telling me like to make sure that I don't get married because my finances.
He told me exactly the same thing.
My finances, they take your money. You gotta make sure you protect this, protect that. So he didn't tell me this is how you take care of a woman and this is how you build your family. It was protect your stuff. And then sometimes I'm speaking to these sisters, like when they talk about the things that they've heard, it's like it's the same thing. Like you have to make sure he doesn't take advantage of you. Yeah. You make sure that you have this, you have that. And so what happens is you get two people coming into a relationship and everyone's trying to get theirs, but we're not actually building and working together, and it creates it's like it's the wrong energy, I think, that's in the relationship from the start, which makes it difficult then to actually go forward. Do you know what I mean?
No,
so
definitely.
That was something that came to mind also in terms of accountability, because there's this challenge going around. We were talking about it the other day. The D challenge. That's what you could call it.
Okay. Right. We have to no, because not everyone's going to know that. Like I only found out about that yesterday, so not everyone's going to know that. But there's a challenge. Right. I'm going to try to do this for the AM audience. Okay, there is a challenge that you have to make up a song on the internet. You got to check me if I'm right, because I only heard about this yesterday. Because someone I knew was singing this song on the film. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Like, I haven't seen you for a little while, and this is what you've been like. And then I'm like, oh no, it's a worldwide thing. So I asked my son and said, whether it's for the D or for the P, I'm going to let your imagination work out the rest. And you make up a song and post that on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. Yeah. Okay, cool.
So that's like going on. That's the culture now. Yeah. So it spreads. So someone's done it and someone else has done it. All the celebrities are doing it. All the people are doing it, and people are seeing it, and it spreads like a virus. Everyone knows what people are doing. Right. What I was going to say is, a lot of the time, those of us who have a different mindset, all of us are responsible for bringing about a change. So if one person has a way of doing things and they want to do things in a positive way, then it's like if I impact or you impact, I don't know, you have a circle of 100 people and those people have a circle of 100 people, then in the same way a more positive mindset actually goes around. But I think what happens a lot of the time is it's those negative mindsets that are being spread.
But hold on. Negative in the sense that maybe not the sense brother was just speaking.
No, not in that sense, but negative in terms
the pejorative sense.
Yeah, even what I was talking about before in terms of get yours. That mindset goes round and round and round and round.
Do you know what I think though? Sorry Dave, I won't let you come in, but you know what I think it's like that? It's because when you have a positive thing, like we have something positive, and I see this sometimes in the Nation of Islam, because what was given to us is like a body of rules, knowledge, understanding of, okay, this is the universal principles. So fornication is forbidden, slap talk, gossip is forbidden, sisters come, except that you're going to need training, brothers come, except you're going to need training. So every Monday the brothers got to go for FOI class, and we got to get that training in. Okay. But then what happens is you start bringing in some of that other stuff, and it's contaminating. That's why, like, once we start accepting, once we make an agreement with those mindsets, then it becomes that. If we don't circle it off and then say, okay, we now are trying to get back to this, and in our circle, we don't allow any of that. That's right. Then we can't build a new circle. Sorry, David, go ahead.
Yeah, and what we're hearing, I don't know everybody's background, but I imagine a lot of it is the result of pain, a painful experience, and now your doctrine is based on your pain.
Survival of your negative experience. Yes. I feel a way to use the word negative like that now. I've got a new understanding to it.
You see how prevalent it is?
Yeah.
Rolls off my tongue.
Give me another word to use.
I say lower level.
All right, then we'll try to put that back in that sense. How to do that. Yeah. But yeah, so you said you've been through pain. It's a way of dealing with that lower level experience.
So we're still in that. Because we know we're talking about relationships. That's even when in a science level, when the Caucasian talks about atoms and trying to force atoms that don't usually go together, it causes major explosions.
Yeah, Hiroshima.
When you're pushing things together, when you're trying to relate things, you need some major, massive machines to be able to do that. Like islands.
So yeah.
And so if that's just like little bits, and those little bits are us.
Yeah.
So when we're talking about relating, and then we put all our energy and love and hope into that moment, and then the result is pain, then boy, it's hard to go back there again. Sensible.
Well, kind of, yeah. And then I guess
it's hard to go back there without the pain. You know what I'm saying? It's hard.
Then we start self-medicating. You mean?
And also the advice we give now.
Okay. Yes.
The advice we give.
I got that. When Trevor was talking, remember, like, he's talking about his granddad. That's actually my dad. So I got that advice, like, firsthand from, like, the cradle. I was getting that advice. But then it's like you said, it's like he had a painful experience, so then he shares that. And, like, for a long time, until somebody else came into the picture and gave me something else, so I'm trying to work with what he gave me. It wasn't a good look. Do you know what I mean? But, okay, so if that's where we are, Kevin.
I was going to add something regarding the challenge.
Go ahead.
Can I drop one for the P? Can I say the challenge on the mic? I'm joking. I'm
like, do you know, I don't want. He's a guest. He's a guest, and I'm English. English people, we don't do that.
English people just in silent.
But this is what I was going to say regarding the challenge and also the experience. As you can hear what some of these people are saying on the challenge, they're talking about their pain and their experience in life and their relationships. And if you really listen, you can hear how troubling it really is.
Explain.
You know
give me some. I mean, don't do the whole P challenge, but explain what you mean. Like how troubling. What
I mean, some of them were saying that how they literally die for the P or the D. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll jump off of this or shoot. You know what I'm saying? So
disregard their morals and values
completely
for sexual
experience that only lasts momentarily.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll sell out my whatever.
Oh no!
For that sexual experience.
It's that deep.
Listen to it. Listen to it.
Do you know what? The one I heard yesterday, I was struggling, and it's like it's a joke, but I'm like, that's not a joke.
Some of them are funny, but if you really listen to it, it's very troubling. Yeah. And also, what I wanted to add, what this brother was saying here. What's your name again, brother? Trevon. Yeah. Now, with relationships, if you really think about it, a male and a female, when it's literally we have our own worlds, and if you bring those two worlds together, you really can't bring two planets together. You can't merge two planets. You can't merge two worlds. So what you will have to do is you will have to come together on a spiritual realm. That's the only way it's possible.
Right.
Then, because everything that happens in life happens first in thought and spirit, and then it manifests in the physical.
Yeah.
So if a male and female who are genuinely interested in each other and have a common ground, or could come to a common ground, then they can perhaps come together slowly and merge into one. This is what we need, because right now we're clashing. When you're dating a sister, it's like both of us are coming to the battlefield with a sword. When you really should be putting the sword down so you come and talk and get to know one another.
Instruction manuals, some books.
Right, come to an understanding, because there's too much clashing in the very beginning, and I'm not sure how hostile the sisters here in the UK, but I've met some very beautiful sisters last night. And I had a very
them in their best. They came, they read your book, they knew who they was talking to.
They were beautiful.
You need to rock up there with no book and just be like, "Hi, could I have a sit with you?" And try and put the English accent on, see how I had you.
Right.
Or I'll tell you what you try. Say, "I think I have seen you somewhere before." See how that one works for you. No, okay. Let me get back to it, right? In terms of like how we come together, in the initial stages, I think that's half of the problem, and maybe that's the pain you speaking of. It's always flowery and lovely, like stuff always works out. That first meet someone, you like someone, go on a couple of dates, like that honeymoon period, which really doesn't come after the wedding, comes well before. That honeymoon period is lovely. So it's not like, and I always used to get it twisted, like it's not like we don't know something about how to act. It's just we get straight to we go down the wrong alleyway kind of thing. No? David? Are you making? Did I go off your point?
No, it's that. But also, I remember hearing it. I can't remember where I heard it from, but it was said in terms of the love is a healing, and it brings out infections. That made a lot of sense to me. So when you start a relationship with somebody, it's fine, and then you have to go on that journey, and as love grows, it brings out your infections, your previous relationships come out.
Wow, yeah, I could be a witness to that. Yeah, go ahead. All right.
So that journey, so it might be at a certain time, it might be all fine, and suddenly something comes up. What is that that's come up? You don't know where it came from. That's past now coming up, and now this thing's coming up now. This thing saying, we need to sort this out. This is a healing process, and if they can get through that. That stage of their development.
It's like I heard Minister Farrakhan say, like, if you get married, like, you shouldn't divorce in the first 3 years. But then if you could survive the first 3, if you survive that first 3 years, then you got a chance, like you might make it, because I guess that's the trials will come up. And there's something, it was, I think it's in one of the courtship manuals, but it talked about, I forgot it, disappointment, like, unmet expectations, like you meet someone and you put your expectations on them, and then having that unmet expectations. But I guess that's just another side to what you're saying, like things coming out of you, because your expectations are based on your pain and what you want and what you hope for, and that coming out. Okay, using 7 types of King's Desire.
Yes, sir.
How can we get past that bit? How do we work out, when stuff is coming up from someone, you've met someone, you like someone, you're a brother or a sister, and stuff starts to come up. What happens? How would you address that point using your study and scholarship? Okay.
Great question. First of all, some of us don't belong in a relationship until we get ourselves correct
That's
first.
That's a teacher right there.
You have to love yourself. Not necessarily be selfish, but you have to love yourself, love what God has blessed you with, and have a purpose in life. It's something that you're going after.
With that as a precursor, we'd be extinct.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm playing, but I actually heard that.
Right.
I actually heard that. Like, if it wasn't for our birth rate, if we were waiting on our marriages, and brother was saying the kind of marriages we've had, especially since the 60s, if it wasn't for that, our birth rate would be lower than Caucasians, and they're in trouble. They gone down past 1.9, haven't they? It was actually 0 population growth. Right. But, so I get it, and I agree, that's the teaching, I know that.
Right.
Because we shouldn't be. Then many of us have gone down that road, we've done some of that. How do we repair?
All right, my next point. You've heard of STDs before, sexually transmitted disease.
Never heard of those before in my life.
Well, it's something I talk about in my book called Sexually Transmitted Demons. And so some of these demons need to be dealt with. And Brother David, right? Yes, what he was saying is that love brings those issues out. So we need to deal with some of those demons. And how do you deal with these demons? Through prayer, spiritual cleansings, and things in that nature. Because if you don't deal with them, they're going to come back to haunt you anyway. So in my chapter, Spiritual Queen, in my book, I talk about that and how do you cleanse yourself? First of all,
but is it how she cleanses herself? Because
it could be either way. It's not, demons don't just exist in women.
Yeah, it's a universal principle.
Also in men as well. And when I say demons, negative things that we worship that we really shouldn't.
Lower level things. That's what we're doing here today. Lower level things.
Lower.
No, because what he said is heavy. It makes it's good sense. I'm sorry.
Yes,
I'm going to have to ask you to put a pin in it because we're going to have to take a pause for the cause and be back on the other side. You are listening to Amiga FM. I am here with King Kevin Doroval and TC Carrier. I'm having a very good and intellectual and interesting morning. I hope you are too. We're going to come back. You can call us on 07539 968 143. That's 07539 968 143. I will allow some phone calls today. We will see you on the other side. It's male and female relationships. We've got international authors. It's Amiga FM. See you on the other side.
Amiga Radio, 104.1 FM. News and views around your community.